As a patient going through cancer treatment, your ability to taste and smell is affected, and not in a good way. You don't have good taste. Your smells are either hypersensitive or stunted, so the ability to eat and the desire to eat is really not a good thing.
Was there something that you loved before your treatment that you don't like anymore?
I love sweets, and I can still smell the sweets, but when I taste them, they really don't have the taste that I remember. And I'm fortunate enough to still have a sense of smell. So, and that kind of also leads to the kind of the disappointment when I do try to eat something.
The first dish that we got to taste was a soup, and it was a cream-like soup that had a lot of fresh vegetables in there, so there were some great textures that were kind of opposing one another in a good way. It also had a bit of an Indian overtone in the sense that there was turmeric in there, and garlic and ginger and some onion, so those strong aromatics really came through.
First looked at it, I thought there might be some challenges with the vegetables in it, swallowing those, but it was very creamy, and everything was very easy to swallow. And for me, that's a plus. That's where I have one of my major difficulties.
The second dish was a delightful pastry that had a bright orange clementine on top, so kind of an upside down pastry sort of. And it was paired with a creme fraiche ice cream and a really unique basil pistachio pesto, which is not something I would have ever thought to pair with a dessert, but it had a really nice pairing. We were able to bring different components to the table when we were discussing the winners and comparing the dishes. So that was a bit of a challenge for us to come to that agreement. And let me just say, both dishes were incredible, just incredible. But we were forced to choose a winner, and Barry, I'm going to let you share that.
We both decided that the winner would have been the dish of the soup. And that would have been dish one. Before the treatments, I would have been all over the dessert. Unfortunately, now I wasn't able to taste what Erica was able to. So for me, it was all about the ease of being able to eat and swallow. And with the cream base, that put that over the top for me.
I also think, as Barry was saying, one thing that we really discussed was smell. And there was a lot of spice that you could smell in the soup, which I think was really an enhancement. That we could smell a little bit of the citrus, but because it was a dessert, it wasn't as pungent as the soup. So I'm really encouraged by the fact that we're talking about quality of life for cancer patients before, during, after treatments, and that's a component that has been on the back burner, and I think it's really good that we are bringing that to the forefront.
You know, I really appreciate the enthusiasm and the concern about trying to improve lives. You know, I mentioned early on, you know, the side effects that I deal with are collateral damage, and I'm all right with that, and it's just part of it. And in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty insignificant. But I really appreciate the fact that we've got lots of professionals that are looking to help make things even better for us.